I'm here to give Finding Dory a more thorough review, separate from my comparisons with the Tigger movie. The reason why I think Finding Dory is a great sequel that might actually be even better than Finding Nemo is because for for a sequel nobody wanted, it still surprised us all by proving itself to be the sequel that we all needed. The original Finding Nemo was a pretty serious and dark kids movie, rife with a lot of dangers of the ocean world. It also confused some people about whether they think Marlin is right for not wanting Nemo to take a lot of risks in his life, or if Nemo is right for trying to prove how brave he can be to his dad. Finding Nemo was also unintentionally a bad influence to a lot of people after it premiered because a lot of people bought clownfish and tangs but didn't really know what they needed in their bowls or tanks to take care of them. And the sewage treatment plant actually had to issue a warning to people about dangers that fish would face between the drain and an ocean and after they get flushed down. Because Nemo would have to avoid getting chopped up by sewage filters on his path to the ocean, which was actually pretty gruesome to see those couple of times. I like Finding Dory because it was a lighter and softer sequel that's, I guess a bit more true to the nature of Dory's character. And Marlin and Dory and Nemo are on an adventure at this marine biology institute where Dory is trying to remember how to find her family. What makes Finding Dory a masterful sequel that definitely helped it to be more Toy Story 2 than Cars 2 is that it's consistent with characters of Nemo, Marlin, and Dory from Find Nemo. Those are further progressive characters in the characters in the plot, right? Like Dory suffers from short-term memory loss, but she's not. But that doesn't make her as stupid as we thought she was in the first movie because, she's still smart. She knew how to get Hank with that fun fact about octopi and septopi having three hearts. And after she's to back up her claim of Rizoma with three hearts, you're not very nice. And because Nemo and Marlin are together for almost the whole time in Finding Dory, Nemo can teach Marlin what he learned from all the perils he faced in the tank and in the ocean. And that encourages Marlin to take some chances in his life and solve problems the Dory way because, well, it further supports what Dory told Hank later in the movie. She, the best things in life haven't by chance, not by her own personal plans. But even with Dory's short-term memory loss holding her back, she still retains some long-term memories about her family and how they and the undertow and the path of seashells that they set out to help Dory find her way back home. So, very nice to see how Nemo, Marlin, and Dory grow together as characters, especially when Finding Dory places them in less dangerous environments with less scary, lower stakes conflicts than the original Finding Nemo did, because it gives them more chance to grow and learn as characters when they have more chances to see each other again. And even though there's a lot of back and forth, whether the Dory getting separated from Marlin and Nemo or Marlin and Nemo getting separated from Dory, they still have more chance to interact and teach each other valuable life lessons when their lives are not being constantly put in danger from a force that threatens to separate them for the 10th time in 2 movies.